Have you ever sent a text to a woman and then waited for hours, maybe even days, only to get a dry K in return? Or worse, no reply at all? If that's ever happened to you, go ahead and type yes in the comments. But if women have always been eager and quick to respond to your messages, type no, because I'd really love to know your secret. Let's be honest, texting shouldn't feel like a battlefield, yet for so many men it absolutely does. They send a message, check their phone every 5 minutes, feel that sinking feeling in their stomach when there's no response, and then begin overanalyzing every single word they typed. The most frustrating part? The harder they try, the more she seems to drift away. And that, my friend, is the real issue. The truth is, most men text in ways that unintentionally kill attraction. Without even realizing it, they come off as overly eager, too predictable, or just plain easy to ignore. But what if I told you that by making just 3 small adjustments, you could completely flip the script? Rather than chasing after her attention, you'd become the guy she can't stop thinking about. The guy whose messages she actually looks forward to receiving. Today, we're going to break down 3 texting secrets that women simply can't resist. These aren't pickup lines or gimmicky tricks. They're rooted in psychology, and they work because they tap into what truly captures a woman's interest. So if you're tired of getting left on read and ready to make women excited to hear from you, keep watching. This is about to change the way you text forever. Let's start with secret number 1, texts that spark curiosity. Picture this. You text a woman and instead of receiving a dry, disengaged response, she immediately texts back with questions, eager to keep the conversation going. Sounds like a fantasy, right? It's not. It's actually backed by science. Curiosity is one of the most powerful psychological triggers out there. When something piques your interest, your brain enters a state of heightened focus. It craves answers. This is exactly why cliffhangers work so well in movies, why people are drawn to mystery boxes, and why some texts get instant replies while others are completely ignored. If you can stir up curiosity in her mind, she'll feel compelled to know more, and that's exactly what drives her to respond. The problem is, most men send texts that completely squash curiosity. Messages like, "Hope you're having a good day," "How was your weekend?" or the classic, "Hey, what's up?" They're bland, predictable, and easy to overlook. They don't create any intrigue or spark any sense that she might be missing out on something interesting. Now let's flip the script. Instead of giving her all the details up front, hold just enough back to light a spark of curiosity. Try messages like, "I just realized something interesting about you," or "You won't believe what happened to me today," or even, "You did something totally unexpected in my dream last night." These work because they leave her hanging, making her feel like she has to know more. And that's your opening to build the conversation further. But here's the key. When she asks for more details, don't spill everything all at once. Keep her engaged by revealing the story bit by bit. For example, if you text, "You won't believe what just happened to me today," and she replies asking what happened, don't just answer. Say something like, "It's actually kind of funny, but let me ask you this first. Have you ever had something random suddenly remind you of someone in the weirdest way?" This technique keeps her hooked and lets the conversation unfold naturally. Guys who master this rarely struggle to keep the convo alive. Women are naturally curious, and when you feed that curiosity in the right way, they'll not only respond, they'll start to invest emotionally in the exchange. Now that you know how to tap into curiosity, let's move on to the next secret. How to make her actually anticipate your texts. Secret number 2, texts that build anticipation. While curiosity grabs her attention in the moment, anticipation keeps her thinking about you, even when you're not texting. When a woman looks forward to something, her brain releases dopamine, the same chemical that creates feelings of pleasure and excitement. It's the reason people count down to vacations, look forward to birthdays, or get excited about a weekend trip. The more she anticipates something, the more emotionally invested she becomes. The mistake most men make is being too predictable. They reveal everything too quickly, and in doing so, drain the conversation of any real excitement. If she always knows what you're going to say, there's nothing to get curious about. Consider these examples. "I got you something today." "I planned a fun date for us," or "I have something to tell you." These aren't bad messages, but they lack one essential ingredient: mystery. So let's rework them into something that builds real anticipation. Try saying, "I saw something today that instantly reminded me of you. Want to guess what it was?" Or, "I've got something planned for Friday I think you'll love. But first, quick question. Do you like surprises?" Or even, "If I told you I figured out something super interesting about you, would you want to hear it?" These messages do two key things. First, they get her mind racing with possibilities. Second, they leave her hanging just enough that she has to respond, because she needs closure. And here's where the fun begins. When she does ask for the details, don't give them up right away. Tease her a little. If she asks, "What is it?" say something like, "I could tell you now, but where's the fun in that?" Take a wild guess first. This keeps the interaction playful and gives you the upper hand in the conversation. Women love anticipation. It makes even the most basic interactions feel like part of a larger unfolding story. When you become the guy who makes her feel excited just by texting, she won't just reply. She'll actually look forward to your messages and check her phone hoping to see your name pop up. Now that you've got curiosity and anticipation working in your favor, let's dive into the final secret: how to give compliments that actually land. Secret number 3. Offering genuine compliments. A lot of men believe that complimenting a woman is the fastest way to win her over. But here's the truth. When done wrong, compliments can actually backfire. Women hear generic compliments all the time, especially about their appearance. Telling a beautiful woman, "You're so gorgeous," isn't going to impress her. She's heard it dozens of times, and it doesn't make you stand out. The real issue isn't the compliments themselves, it's the way they're delivered. The trick is to make your compliments feel real, unique, and personal. They need to show that you've actually paid attention to something beyond the surface. Take these typical compliments. "You have such pretty eyes," "You're so hot," or "You're the most stunning girl I've ever seen." They fall flat because they sound rehearsed and thoughtless. They don't make her feel special because every guy says the same thing. Let's shift that. Try something like, "I really like how you see the world. Not many people think the way you do." Or, "The way you handle pressure is impressive. That kind of mindset is rare." Even, "You have this calming presence that makes people feel instantly comfortable. That's something not many people can pull off." These hit different because they speak to who she is, not just how she looks. And here's another essential element: timing. Don't throw out compliments randomly. Drop them when it actually makes sense in the conversation. For instance, if she's telling you about a goal she's working toward, say, "I really respect how driven you are. Most people just talk about their dreams, but you're actually making them happen." That kind of compliment makes her feel seen, respected, and appreciated. And a genuine compliment doesn't just make her feel good in the moment, it makes her associate those good feelings with you. Now that we've covered curiosity, anticipation, and genuine compliments, let's wrap this up with a final mindset shift that ties it all together. By now, you should understand that texting isn't simply about exchanging words, it's about creating emotion. Every time you send a message, you're either sparking curiosity, building anticipation, or making her feel truly valued. If you're doing none of those things, you're just another guy in her inbox, easy to ignore and even easier to forget. So let's quickly recap the 3 texting secrets women can't resist. First, curiosity. Leave just enough mystery to make her wonder and want more. Second, anticipation. Create messages that build excitement and make her look forward to the next one. And third, genuine compliments. Move past shallow praise and speak to who she really is. Most guys fall into the trap of sending dry, forgettable messages that fail to evoke any real emotion. But you won't be one of them. From now on, every message you send will either intrigue her, excite her, or make her feel truly appreciated. That's the difference between chasing attention and effortlessly attracting it. Apply these principles, and you'll notice a major shift. Women will respond more, engage deeper, and feel genuinely interested in continuing the conversation. And the best part? You'll never have to worry about being ignored again. What are your views on this? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.